Okay people, today I will be showing you how to make your starter base for less than 2 high walls. It's a starter base that fits 5 cloth plants, your sleeping bag, a campfire with a water purifier, 3 large boxes, your TC, and 2 furnaces in this. And first thing that you think you notice is two stone triangle foundations and a square foundation. But when we do the tour, to reduce cost, you can see, I just picked up a cloth plant that was there somewhere, I don't know, I just picked it. But as you can see, there isn't actually a foundation there, but you can't reach under that, there's no point there being a foundation there. And then you open up here, you have your 2 furnaces, your 3 boxes, you can have a lamp, your water purifier, you can grow cloth here. You have your airlock, your sleeping bag. You could also, instead of having the cloth, you could put a second sleeping bag. And if I were you, I wouldn't put the water purifier because it makes it like really terrible to get through that door. But yeah, now I'll show you how to build it. While editing, I just realized that I forgot to mention how much actually this base costs. 2,820 stone to fully upgrade everything. And since recording, I fixed the weird graphic and FPS issues. Turns out Rust wasn't actually recognizing my graphics card. Instead of the building parts, if you place the TC wrong, it get jinked up, and then, you know. Okay, now how you're going to want to do it is get to a beach or any place with water and go to the shore, because places with shore, the ground is like perfectly flat. And you're going to want to here on this perfectly flat area, place a foundation as close to the ground as you can. And then get twig, and do that. And don't break that yet. And then you're going to do this. Get your ceilings on. And now, you're going to want to break this foundation. And then get everything upgraded to stone. Once again, forgot you're going to need a wall frame. Okay, this is the most important step. You have to make sure that your TC is not placed like this. Because if it's placed like that, it takes up more than 1 square horizontally. Yeah, whatever, column, row, I don't know. But you want it placed like this, as like this, but in the corner as much as you can, to the point where like you don't want to that, so it's touching each wall perfectly. Okay, now for the furnaces. You're gonna place this one as much as like against that wall and as close to the TC as you can. But this one you're not gonna fit. Oh, okay. I got lucky and it fits perfectly. If it can fit perfectly, better to you, but if it can't, just stick it out forward a little bit. This is sticking out a little bit, but it's not that bad. Okay. For this step, you're going to put the shelf. It doesn't really matter how you put it, but I like it just as close against this wall as possible. I don't know why, but you know. Now for the chests, you have to place the chests a little weird up top, because when you see you're sitting here, you can't. There's no way you can place a chest perfectly up there, because you can't get, you know, this wall's blocking you. So before you place a chest here, you have to jump up here, hit R to rotate, because for some reason a lot of people didn't know that it's R to rotate. And you're going to want it as far against that wall as you can. And you have to make sure you place it on that side first. And then for this one, you can have the door open if you have already placed the door, but if not, you can just go like this. And they might stick through the door a little bit. If they do, you can just put a code lock on them, and then the raiders would have to break the door to get the loot. And then for this one, once again, it's pretty obvious against that wall. And for the doors, you can do one of those, if you wanted, for just starting out. Obviously, as a starter base, you wouldn't have these sheet metal doors, you just have them wood. But, you know, you could have this, you could have... A lot of YouTubers, like, they show you how to put a lock on a door, and it's like, boy, I think I know how to put a lock on a door, you know? For those doors, you can do that. For this one, it doesn't really matter how you have it opening, but I like it opening like that. You know, because then you can just crouch in. And here, you can see it through the wall, but you can't open it. This one you can open. It's not. That's just because I placed the TC a little bit too far from the wall. But you can still just put a code lock on it, and then raiders wouldn't be able to open it. So it can still fit the 2 bags and the campfire. It's just to place the bags, it's easier to have the door off, just because it kind of gets in the way. And this does clip through the door, but it really doesn't matter, because you wouldn't be able to place it with the door, because you're just clipping through, and you know. Yeah, guys, if you liked this starter base design that could work for solo or duo, that costs less than 2 large stone walls, you should like the video and subscribe. That last video I uploaded like 120 views, gained 0 subscribers out of it. That's pretty awesome.